All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we're back at it again, and 10 is here. Sorry, he wasn't there last week because I had to do some errands and late kickoffs and all that stuff. So, yeah, man, it's been a good week for you, man. It's been a good week for you, I
Yeah,
suppose.
I mean, I don't want to get too political, but hopefully Tuesday will be the biggest one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, good weekend for my European teams, you can say. Um, one of them, the one that I'm happy, oh, the team that I'm hyping up in Serie A, still unbeaten, but we'll get to them. We'll get to them. But let's go with my team, the one that I have tattooed over. Oh, can't really see there. Tattooed. Oh, no, over there.
Yeah, yeah. So let's start, man. Let's start. So let's start with the Premier League, man. So let's start with the first game we got here is Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0. So Newcastle's back, man.
No, no.
What? How?
Only until we get a trophy, then I'll say we're back. But yeah, good win for us. I only saw like parts of the game, but I mean it was a good goal. Gordon with the cross to Isak, who finally headed it in. So Isak has scored in 3 consecutive games, um, in both of the Chelsea games and this one. So yeah, hopefully we'll continue our form. We have Forest uh, later, well, next this coming weekend. So, and we'll talk about the
Yeah.
Forest, but yeah, hopefully we can continue to just build momentum. But I mean, the more important thing, we'll get to it in a bit, is the Carabao Cup. But yeah, good win.
Yeah, we'll also look at it. Yeah.
Too bad for Arsenal because yeah, they don't look like they'll win the league.
Yeah, for Arsenal, man, I don't know what's big. Obviously, for Newcastle, it's a huge win because Newcastle have not been great this season, and I think it's a massive win for Eddie Howe to keep his job. And I think it's a massive win. Back to back wins for Newcastle. This I don't remember the last time Newcastle got back to back wins. I know that was a midweek game, but it still counts. So
Yeah.
it's been a while since we got back to back wins. And for Arsenal, man, I gotta say, man, this Arsenal team really is missing Odegaard. Odegaard is huge below for this team.
Yeah,
And
former Newcastle player Mika Marino did nothing.
yeah, so for Arsenal, what do you think is wrong for? What do you think has gone wrong for Arsenal this last couple of games? Because last couple of games they have been bad. Obviously they lost to Bournemouth, they tied to Liverpool, they lost to Newcastle. And I like I said, my issue with Arsenal is just their attack. Their attack is very underwhelming. I'm sorry, Saka has to do so much for this team. I don't rate
Yeah.
Havertz that highly. Trossard was very mid, I heard, and Martinelli, the less said the better. And yeah, I mean, do you think they're really missing Odegaard or not really?
I mean, in the past 3 games they haven't won. Let's without counting the Preston game midweek, they haven't won a
Yeah.
game in a long time. And if they want to challenge for the title, which is what they're aiming for, then they're not doing it at the moment. They're not winning. Yeah, they're not winning. So yeah, I think the problem is Odegaard, but also just like they rely too much on certain players. And if those certain players aren't there, like Saliba wasn't there when they lost to Bournemouth, basically. Um, the Liverpool game, same thing. Saliba wasn't there, they conceded two. And then obviously this game, no Odegaard, and playing basically two midfielders, maybe Havertz, but no recognized center forward because you don't really see Havertz or Trossard as a main number 9. Whereas, let's say with us Newcastle, we have Isak, who we know is a number 9 basically. But it's nice to see that Anthony Gordon is getting a little bit more confidence back, I would say. Um, and it's interesting that Joe Wellington is finally playing as a winger because I think that's probably going to suit him for this season because I can't I cannot be seeing Jacob Murphy or Armour playing as a right winger. I'd much rather have Isak, playing as a right winger or Gordon than see either of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, good win
Yeah, we got
overall. Just surprised Tonali didn't start, but I mean Tonali, I guess, deserved his rest against beating Chelsea the other day, and then obviously we got the win, so didn't affect that much. So hopefully, we'll see next weekend against Forest, but good win. As for Arsenal, they play Chelsea. We'll get to Chelsea later, but that's going to be a tough game for Arsenal.
Yeah, do you think Arsenal's out of the title race because they're already 5 points behind Man City, or you think it's too
Well,
early?
they're 7 points behind Liverpool, but we'll talk about Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, I still think Man City will win the league, even though we'll talk about Man City. But yeah, I don't think Arsenal. Like, I don't expect Arsenal to now go on and win every single game. I don't expect that. I do think they'll drop points, some point later on in the season. So I just don't think that would be enough for them to
Yeah, and
finish in first place, which is the most important. And if Arsenal finish third place or lower, then doesn't matter. I would say sack Arteta because they've basically gone eighth, fifth, second, and then you drop down to third or fourth or wherever. Like, that's not progress.
yeah, and
So
also and also let's be real.
mm,
And let's be real. Arsenal should have won at least one of the two Premier League titles. Last two ones, they should have at
you
least
know,
won one of the two Premier League titles. And for me, I actually agree with you. I don't think Arsenal will finish second this season. Like this
yeah,
team, I feel like it's too. I feel like this team is too soft. They don't have character. I just don't think there's that personality. Like I feel like
yeah,
this Arsenal team is really not the hallmark. But they'll obviously get top four because the rest of the Premier League teams are, with all due respect, are not that great. But
I mean,
I don't know, man.
maybe Arsenal might be one of those bad teams because they after 10 games they are behind relegated Nottingham Forest. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, so Vic, man, what's your thoughts on Arsenal, man?
Wow, what's there to say, man? It's sad what's going on with Arsenal. These guys spent 700 million on this project. It's a major investment, and all they have to show for it is zero Premier League titles, zero
zero
European
trophies.
trophies, nothing substantial. All they have is FA Cups and
Eric
Community
Eric
Shield.
Ten Hag has been sacked while winning 2 trophies, and now Man United just are going to bring in Amorim, who has just won a trophy with Sporting, I think, right, last season. And
Two trophies, two league
I
titles.
yeah, 2 league titles for Sporting. So yeah, and what does Arteta have done in that time period?
For
So
me, it's look. I'll say the Arsenal squad can do way better. Can do way better
oh yeah, obviously, and thankfully they
with a
didn't.
better manager. They can. And for
Oh
me,
yeah,
like
definitely.
they need. It's so stupid. This is why I say Arteta leading the project is so dumb, AD, because he refuses to sign on outer number nine, like an actual goal scorer
Yes. Yeah,
for
yeah, that's
them.
true.
He refuses to
Yeah,
rest, bro. His rotations are awful, and bro, look,
yeah.
he was able to maintain Arsenal's play style in a way that made them compete. But at the end of the day, with the amount of money you spent, that the bare minimum is competing against the other top three teams, and they haven't been able to win anything. They haven't been able to go over the line. Uh, for me, a big club, I would say this like there's no such thing as trust the process because the managers will be given 1 year of adaptation, and in the second year you expect the objectives to be met, and if you're not being met, then you get sacked. That's basically it. Like any big club that actually has standards do that, um, and you invest on the right manager. The manager actually has experience. When we got Xavi Hernandez had zero experience, but he was at least managed to beat one of the objectives, so we managed to make him stay one more season. Then, after not meeting expectation, we got rid of him. As of right now, Hansi Flick is currently he didn't even need an adaptation period. He's
Okay.
instantly making the team perform at a high level compared to Arteta, who had insane amount of transfer budget, and it is what it is. They need a new direction, need a new manager. Um, I just think they're investing all their time and effort on a guy that isn't making Arsenal go up the level they need to be.
Yeah, I think you guys made a good point. I think Arteta was a good manager to get them to the top 4, but he's not like the top manager to get them to win the titles. He's not that manager. He just isn't that manager. So he's a good manager to stabilize, but he's not like a good manager to take it to the next level. Would you guys agree with that?
Mm-hmm. I
That's
agree,
me with Eddie Howe.
100%.
So yeah, Arsenal. Like I said, they have. For me, I think this is just bad. And I'm sorry, with all due respect for Arsenal, man. You can't 3 seasons in a row not winning the Premier League is bad. I know we talk about Liverpool.
Actually, technically 20 years.
Well, I mean with Arteta, but but we talk about Liverpool, right? At least they won a Premier League. They at least got one Premier League. They didn't finish second 3 times in a row. I'm sorry, second place 3 times in a row would just be unacceptable. And for Arsenal, man, it's looking rough, man. I don't see these guys win the Premier League, and if they do, it would be a miracle.
You're going down, they're not going up. The fact that Chelsea are above them is sad.
Also above them.
Yeah, dude. Arsenal, man. Don't tell me they're gonna barely scrape top 4.
I mean, they did that in one of Arteta's seasons and they failed, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Next game we got here is Bournemouth 2, Man City 1. Now I want to ask you guys this question: is this just a one-off game, or this is a sign of things to come? Because I'm kind of confused. Actually, I'll let 10 answer this go first.
I mean, this is the same Bournemouth team that beat Arsenal, so it's funny how Arsenal fans are celebrating Bournemouth winning when they couldn't do the same thing. The funny thing is Newcastle went to Bournemouth and at least got a point, even though we should have lost. But yeah, I mean, it'll be hilarious when Liverpool go away to Bournemouth and lose to them and all that. I don't think Bournemouth are an amazing team or whatever. They're a good mid-table team nowadays. So them beating Man City, isn't it's going to spell the end of Man City. This is Man City's first loss in the Premier League since December 2023 when they lost to Villa away. They had a 31 I think a 31
32
something like that, unbeaten.
Dang.
So yeah, that's why I don't expect it. Based on that, it seems more like a one-off, and even with this loss, their first loss of the season, I still expect Man City to be more challengers and likely win the Premier League than Arsenal. Maybe Liverpool, will talk about them, but yeah, I would see this more as a one-off. Twice you'll be lucky. I forgot who Man City played next, but yeah, I mean, I see this more as a one-off, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, credit to Bournemouth. Obviously, it's a huge win for them. It's a historical win. Yeah, because I don't think
first time ever as well.
First time ever. Wow, that's actually amazing. So Evan Nelson got to go to Semeno. Ariel has done an amazing job as a coach. And for Manchester City, man, the Haaland missed the end, man. Oh, man. And Manchester City, man, we have to talk about certain Englishmen because this guy, man, this guy's got so much PR. I don't know. This guy's been so awful this season. Ever since the Euros, the guy has been awful. I'm sorry, Foden for me is he overhyped, or do you think I'm being harsh? Because I feel like he's overhyped. He's not that great.
I mean, he's good. He's better than Miguel Almiron. I know that, but I mean, he was good last season, and he actually won a Premier League title, whereas Bukayo Saka and Cole Palmer didn't win a trophy last season. But yeah, this season he hasn't been great. But even when Phil Foden isn't great, we can say Man City are still likely going to win the Premier League. That's how strong Man City are, because there's been times where Phil Foden doesn't even play a game when he's fit, So I just think that maybe it's not been a good season for him. Last season, Jack Grealish didn't have a good season, and he still won the Premier League and all that. So I just think that it's more of Phil Foden's good, but you can say maybe a system player. But even without Phil Foden, we are still going to likely win a trophy. Let's say the Premier League likely. So, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you know
what I
what's
would say.
crazy? I don't know why Pep didn't bring on KDB and Savinho, and that was crazy. I look up the wingers, man, for Man City. Foden just wasn't great.
Weren't
Nunes,
they
I'm sorry,
injured?
Nunes is mid. Nunes is mid. Yeah, Nunes is mid. No, I think they were fit. Well, maybe they're not fully fit, but I don't know. I mean, it was Savinho is not injured. I'm pretty sure. KDB maybe is
Um,
just coming back. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
probably
still
not
Yeah,
weird.
well,
sure.
to be honest, with Savinho hasn't been doing anything for City at all this entire
Oh,
season.
I still think Savinho is better than Nunes. Mateus Nunes as a winger. I still agree. I still think
Yeah,
he's way
but
better.
the look, it's about who's performing and who isn't. Savinho hasn't been good at all, and I don't blame Pep for deciding to bench him and try something else because that's what the options he has to go with. Overall, City has been terrible ever since Rodri went out injured. Um,
Yeah, that's true.
City in general
They're
has been
struggling.
declining not only in quality but their key players that they normally rely on for the league are declining because of age. Bernardo Silva in the same, Walker in the same. A lot of these guys,
Yeah,
the most improved guy is one of the new guys. Guardiola guys.
Guardiola's been great.
Like
Yeah, we
Pep,
can
gotta give him
score.
credit. Like he was a good defender, but Pep made him into a good fullback that can score goals
Yeah,
and
he's been
long
good, man.
range headers, whatever you want from him. Um, Overall, for me, it's looking a lot like Xavi Hernandez football with Pep right now. It's very terrible. That is side to side, whip a ball into the box or Haaland. Like the nothing, no penetration, nothing of use. On the contrary, for this team was money in the counter. They just had to sit back a little bit. Little three passes and they were in 1v1 situations. I don't know what's the name of. Let me see the name of that striker. Where is he?
Evan
Uh,
Nilsson.
is it him?
Haaland.
Yeah, yeah,
The
former
big
Portugal
guy that
player.
was bullying everyone. He was like going
Yeah,
crazy. Um, Overall, maybe it's because of the stadium. I don't know, but overall, Man City should be beating these teams. Like these teams are teams we expect them to win, but they didn't. They haven't been well at all this season. So for me, maybe they're declining at a rapid rate now. I think this might be it. And the fact that their sporting director left, it's another huge blow for City because Chicky Stein is one of the key components for that entire project, and the fact that he left the way he left is such a huge shock, and people are not really deep in the severity of that departure. Shout out to Core. I have a Bayern fan who transitioned to Manchester City. The moment he joins, the entire institution collapses. Like it's so bad because the fact that Chiki Verisign left literally when Core joined. Um,
nah, that's crazy.
Chiki Verisign has future sight because he actually saw this brother entering into the club. Now they lost. They lost in such a long time. Like Man City losing in the Premier League is so weird.
It's
Um,
rare. It's rare.
Rare
That's why I
and
say it's
weird
one
to
now.
witness. Core joins and they start racking up L's. Um,
They won't.
like Liverpool is in first place. It's such it's so hilarious what's going on. But
Yeah.
for Pep, one last thing, bro. Like if you're tired, bro, consider becoming Barca's new president for the next election.
Yes, yes. We'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. But
Make
yeah, I mean, for
Barcelona.
Manchester, yeah, because the thing for Manchester City is that because actually Vic is right though. Manchester City haven't been that great this season. But that's the thing with Manchester City. They don't have to be great to win the league. They can
Yeah,
still win the league even at second gear. That's how they're rank, which is crazy.
yeah,
Because most teams won't be able to do that. Like,
yeah.
and for Manchester City, my thing is that I think it's just a one-off game. Maybe it's a wake-up call for Manchester City. And for Manchester City, man, I still believe they're gonna do five in a row. I still they're gonna do five in a row. As much as I don't want to see it, I want to see Liverpool stop. I want to see Arsenal stop. It's not gonna happen. I think
Well,
Manchester City was
the
gonna do it.
second one now. But yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
No,
so
I
man, they
mean,
haven't
it's
even
one
been
off.
in second gear, not even third gear. They've been very, very bad. Like,
so
there's no, it's not,
Man
they
City
haven't
have
been,
been really
it's not
bad and
because,
yet second.
it's not because they won, they've been 50-50. No, it's not that. They've just been terrible. And Pep is struggling to find a way to even get them to a second gear because Anyone is destroying them right now. And for me, like for when I'm looking for them at Europe, I'm not convinced they can even compete in Europe either. Like the
Yeah, I mean,
decline
without
has
Rodri,
without
without Rodri.
Rodri, the decline has become insane. So for me, like for Rodri, it just shows that you know him winning the Ballon d'Or wasn't that of a controversial moment because it shows how much of his departure impacts a treble winning team.
Yeah,
Like it's crazy. Like
yeah,
there isn't
You mean
any
his injury?
player. Like there's no player that you
Yeah,
can name me that his departure causes a massive decline in the team's performance because even like the likes of a Vinicius, he got injured for a large amount of La Liga and Bellingham took over. Lautaro could have, well, he didn't get injured or anything, but he could have been out and Thuram could have handled, well, not Thuram, anyone that
yeah.
was in Inter could have handled that.
But
So
then,
for
yeah,
me, Rodri is for me the best player in the world in his position, and his position is a key part to such a successful team.
okay. Wait. I want to ask you guys this question before we go to the remaining games.
really have to.
Is who is Man City's best player? Because for me, I personally believe it's hard to say. I think you could say
Vardiol.
KDB, you could say Rodri. I think it's one of these three.
Wait,
You could even say
right now
Oh, right
after
now, Vardiol. Right now,
Guardiola,
Vardiol.
Guardiola is the best player.
well, I mean like overall, like not by the season. Let's look at this.
Rodri is the best player for the best key player for City's entire team. There's no one else. Not even KDB. Like Rodri
Wow.
has been it. Don't forget he's the guy that came clutch in the league. He's the guy that won the
Yeah, actually, you know what?
Bundesliga.
I think because the thing is, Man City like they both stepped up in KDB's absence.
I
Have
like
they stepped up in Rodri's absence?
heck like bro like even Foden, as much as I don't rate Foden, like I would Foden has been more clutch in City's history than the likes of a Haaland, to be honest. Haaland will stop bad against you against the smaller teams. Well, he's never really hurt any of the big teams that he's faced. I'm talking about in
Man
the
United.
UCL. Did he score against Madrid?
Yeah, the hat
No.
trick. The 6-3.
Oh,
Madrid.
no, no. But I don't think Holland scored against Madrid. Oh,
Yeah, he
Foden scored.
hasn't.
Yeah, I think Foden scored it. Yeah, Foden scored against Madrid.
Foden, yes. I'm talking about Haaland.
No.
Haaland isn't there. He's very important when it comes to scoring goals. But you know, I thought Gundogan was gonna be the same old Gundogan, or maybe even an improved version under Pep once he returned. But he's actually been underwhelming. Like he has been very bad. Like he was our best midfielder when he was at Barca, and I was a bit irritated that we let him go. He leaves the city and he's actually worse. So for me, that's shocking.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, because actually, we'll talk about it when we get to the Barca segment because I have some stuff to say. But I'm going to say my piece for that segment.
Bernardo Silva is still a
Yeah,
damn good player. I have to admit, but he's ain't the same. He's not the same player as what we saw in that treble winning season when he was destroying Kamavinga in the wing. Um, he's that prolific nature of him has gone. Like I have to admit,
yeah,
like so
yeah.
he's more of a he retains the ball, retains the possession. He can still dribble past guys, but he's not as explosive. So he's declined as well, which limits City. Uh, Pep for me, like I don't know, leave the football before the football leaves you. Like if I were Pep right now, I would leave, bro. Like right now, when you're in a good streak.
I mean, I just finish the season. See what happens, and then leave. I would say.
Mm-hmm. Get all I
All right.
gotta add.
All right. Next game we got here is Ipswich 1, Leicester City 1. Congrats to Ipswich for getting a draw against Leicester. Hopefully Ipswich can survive.
I mean, you can't really congratulate them because they conceded in the last minute.
Yeah, but I mean they still got a draw. I mean, most people probably expected Leicester to win.
That's still they're winless against Leicester.
Hey, respect Leicester,
And
man.
then
Former Premier League champions.
Liverpool.
Liverpool 2, Brighton 1, man. Salah, man. Salah is that guy, man. Salah, like, I think we can all agree Salah is Liverpool's best player. I think we can all agree. That's not me debatable. Anyone that tries to debate, you're an idiot. I'm just saying this right now. And for Salah, as I said, man, my thing for him is that I've heard some convos, and you know what? I actually want to ask you guys this question. I've heard some people say, a certain Nigerian YouTuber said that Salah's done more for Liverpool than Steven Gerrard, which I think is
Yeah, it's true.
It's
Premier
true
League,
though.
Champions League.
It's
Cup
clear of
double.
that fraud. Like for me, he's sure CVG clutched up against Milan super team, amazing legacy defining achievement. But number one, Steven Gerrard never won a Premier League for
Yeah.
Liverpool. In fact, he was involved in that iconic moment when he slipped, So, and he himself said in halftime, "We must not let this slip," and he's literally slipped in the second half. So for me, he has a big X. Now Mo Salah, he has record-breaking seasons when he's been top goal scorer. Now, after Haaland broke it, but he had an insane record of high goal scoring as a winger. He was world class. He's been world class in his position. Um, Highly responsible for winning a Premier League for Liverpool. Important in the UCL. Sure, they lost a ton of UCL finals, but yeah. For me, he's done more. He as an individual has done more than Steven Gerrard, and I would even say he's ahead of a lot of the Premier League legends. Like he would even be ahead of Hazard, a whole bunch of them. For me, he's one of the guys that even now he's still cooking.
That's crazy.
Wait, let me see this. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's we actually have to have a certain combo. Like when Salah retires, because when Salah retires, we have to have a certain combo. Is he an all-time EPL player?
I know. I thought he was gonna decline this season, Salah. Just like every other old guard, but he's actually after he cut his hair, bro. My days, bro. He's a different player.
The guy's been fairly consistent.
He's been dribbling, doing skill moves, crossing, bro. He's trying to create. He's not really looking for the goals as all he likes, but he's acting like a winger and like he's cooking in that position. I appreciate that about his game because he's actually a very techy player. He's very fun to watch. Let's not forget what he did to City when he sat down the entire team. Salah for me, he's a fun winger, and he has a clear eye for goal. The goal he scored, which was a banger, he just knew he was going in. Like that just trademark Salah. They just cut in, just slap it in the right hand corner, a left hand corner. I mean. The guy is brilliant. Liverpool wasn't all that impressive. In fact, that was a beautiful goal from Salah and all. But guys, go back and look at that Brighton goal. That Brighton goal was beautiful. Like it was the most beautiful team goal I've ever seen. Like, bro, the amount of passes when he went into the box and the guy whipped the ball into the box, two of the guys dummied it. And the other guy strike the ball in such an insane angle. And the way how that went in, bro, that was... I can't even pull that off in video games, bro. Like, especially if you were playing, like, the Pro Evo games back then. Like, that was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Overall... Yeah, who scored it? What was the other goal?
Gakpo scored the equalizer. Gakpo scored the equalizer.
I don't remember what goal he scored. Damn. Was that a set piece?
I don't quite remember. It was the 69th minute. Let me see. Let me see the shots thing right here. The solid. Oh, that was it was left foot. A regular play. Oh, it was a banger. Okay, yeah.
I can't remember, man. Gakpo is such a forgettable player, man. My days.
Anyways, let's move to the other games, guys. Let's move to the other ones. And then I'll go through your guys' comments after you finish EPL segment. Nottingham Forest 3, West Ham 0, and Nottingham Forest, man. I mean, Chris Wood, man. I mean, he's on fire, man, this season. Chris Wood, man. And I'm going to say this right here, guys. If Nottingham Forest manages to get European football, that's going to be an amazing achievement. Because, guys, I predict these guys to get relegated. They're actually in the European spots. Nah, that'd be crazy. That'd be
I
crazy, guys.
mean,
Or you
they were
down
the
in football heritage?
greatest achievement. So I think most
Yeah,
of
Nottingham
the
Forest.
older fans would say otherwise.
Yeah, Nets Alvarez red card. But yeah, Nottingham Forest, man, amazing. The Southampton won, Everton nil. Southampton got a late win there. Finally, Southampton get a win. Armstrong with a goal, 85th minute, and Everton, man, just it's just bad. It's just bad. They shouldn't be losing this game, but it is what it is. And yeah, Wolves 2, Palace 2. Wolves got the result here. It was a good back and forth game. And yeah, I mean, it was a good game, man. Decent
Good
game, and
second
yeah,
half.
good result.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
both these
How's
teams.
it a good result for Wolves? They still winless as well.
No, I
They're
mean it's a good
still
result for
winless.
Palace. It's a good result for
Oh,
Palace.
how? They're still in
Where's
seventh.
Wolves right now? Is they in the bottom?
Dang, lad,
Wolves
dang,
haven't
lad.
won a game, and Wolves have won like 2 games in the last like 28 or something games. Like O'Neal, I think that's the manager.
That's
Should be sacked.
clear
Should be
relegation,
sacked.
bro. My days.
He should be sacked.
Yeah,
The Wolves right now.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Tottenham 4, Aston Villa 1. Tottenham, man. This was a
Spursy,
weird game.
Spursy. This Spurnabout. Like what
this was like
Oozing likes to say.
Okay, guys, this is a weird thing with Spurs. They lost to Palace last weekend, and then they beat Aston Villa, a team that's been cooking so far this season. Now, it's just a Tottenham thing to do. Like, we're the team that is not consistent. We'll pull up when we want to pull up. At Spurs, man. Solanke, man, got in her brace there.
I didn't know they faced Aston Villa, but the fact that they beat them is crazy. Spurs. I'm gonna be quick. I haven't watched. I'm gonna go watch his highlights. I haven't watched yet, but good damn result, guys. The fact that their best center back got injured and they got a result like this, credit to them.
Yeah,
No
that's
wonder,
great.
no wonder
The
expression
best
losing was
contract
losing his
coach.
head on the reaction. Um, bro, massive result. I think
Yeah,
they've been beating the big guys, struggling against the small guys. I think they beat
yeah,
City in the cup, EFL
yeah,
Cup.
yeah, yeah. They beat City in the cup. By
Mm.
the way, guys, we're also gonna look at the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. We'll look at the draw real quick. I'll just show you guys real quick. And yeah, after we go to the Premier League segment, and then the final game. Actually, do you have any thoughts on this game, 10, before we go to the next one?
I saw this coming. I saw Spurs winning rather comfortably. I said 3-1 on someone else's stream. It ended 4-1, so even better for Spurs. Look, Villa, they'll go 4 in the Champions League. They won't win it. They'll play the bigger, better teams like Madrid, Barca, or whoever they play. They'll bring out the strongest possible team, and then they'll get injuries. Like, look, 2 injured players in this game alone: Matty Cash and
Yeah,
Watson, who scored. So
yeah,
I do not expect Villa to get top 4, even though right now they're fourth right now or fifth. They're not going to get top 4. But
yeah.
as for Spurs, good win. But I mean, it's Spurs, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, moving on to the penultimate game. God, oh my jeez, this game, man. This game was bad. I'm sorry, I did not enjoy this game.
Mid off, the mid off.
Yeah, bro, this game was underwhelming, man, and it was actually really sad because that first half, man, both teams only had one shot target. It was terrible. Basically, 70 minutes of the game was awful. That once Bruno got the penalty there, which was definitely a penalty. I don't know what Robert Sanchez is doing. Bruno scores a penalty. And then Chelsea got the equalizer there. Great goal there from Caicedo. And then Chelsea, I don't know how they missed Enzo Fernandez, man. Enzo Fernandez has been awful. I'm surprised he's still at the club. Then Garnacho, man, he missed some late chance at the end, and that's how it finished, man. 1-1, and
I have a
fairly. I think it draws fair results. I would say.
I don't know how to feel about Chelsea, bro. You remember how good Enzo was and how highly
Yeah.
he was, and
Yeah.
him balling in the World Cup. The guy was one of those players that, bro, like, you would love to have him, but you just didn't want to pay 120 million for him. Chelsea. Let's talk about my Chelsea, my beautiful club. Shout out to Caicedo, who was brilliant. That's a
Caicedo.
the guy.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was gonna like step it up as a leader like this. Like, he has been money. Like, he bailed out Chelsea more times than I can count today. Because the Noni Madueke, awful winger. Like when I watch players like Madueke and what's his name, any other winger that doesn't have a brain, like and I
Garnacho.
go and then I go and look at Lamine Yamal. I'm crying. I'm crying of tears of joy. Um, let me see. Cole Palmer. I've been repping Palmer for so long. He fooled me because his celebration, his goals are quality, his penalties are cold. Like I thought Chelsea had a new English legend like Gerrard that is clutch and very
Oh,
powerful player, right? Like
Yeah.
no, what's his name? The legend
oh,
English.
Drogba.
John Terry. Yeah.
No,
John Terry.
not John
Drogba.
Terry. No, the
Oh,
English.
Lampard. Lampard.
Lampard,
Lampard.
my
Lampard.
bad,
Yeah,
Lampard. Yeah.
Lampard.
Lampard, that's the guy. You see, I shouldn't be forgetting him, but I remember him now. So I thought he was gonna be a next level of Lampard type of guy. Guy highly respected back in the day. But you know, Cold P seems like he only likes to show up against the mid-table teams, lower teams. You know, he's doing something. I'd rather him do that and help Chelsea than just be an overrated fraud like Foden. Like you know. But
Yeah, I've always definitely overrated.
let's see, Reece James awful. Uh, a whole bunch of Chelsea players didn't show up, but for me, Caicedo was the guy that stood out. The guy that scored that absolute brilliant goal.
Yeah, because that was
And
amazing.
for me, there is hope for Chelsea, guys. Like Chelsea is an awful team. Like they actually have talent. They just need a few more components. I think the Pedro Neto guy is gonna be really good for them. Um,
Yeah. And
they
he knows
just
what he
need
did.
they need to finally fix the striker issue, man. Because Jackson,
Yeah, he's
well,
not
even
delivering
though
on the
Jackson
spot.
wasn't that bad, Jackson wasn't that bad, but they need a better one. All right, enough with Chelsea. Back to Man United. This
Yeah.
institution is the most hilarious institution in the world because I've never in my life met such a fan base that look at the players that had failed them for decades and years, players that have not been up to par, and they're still second guessing whether or not a manager is using them correctly. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my life. Like for me, Ferran Torres in Barca is the same thing as Rashford, right? Ferran Torres, you're not
Yeah.
gonna catch a Barca fan second guessing after a couple of seasons whether or not he can be allowed. He's finished and he needs to leave. He can't stay there, sit in the bench, and collect his paycheck all he wants. But just know that you're gonna be forced out every season. Media is gonna be on you, linking you away from the club constantly. You're gonna be in a nightmare if you're not performing. Man United is different though. These players, their fan base, guys like Bruno, who they keep telling me that he shows up, he put up stats, he try his best. Bruno is not a good player because of his stats. He isn't a player that makes a difference and elevates you. He is a stubborn, egotistical player that needs to be shipped years ago. Rashford, Ballon d'Or class Rashford, he
Yeah,
shouldn't
right.
even be wearing that shirt right now. I don't even know what he's doing on the pitch. Garnacho should be playing for Getafe right now. If this
Wow.
brother had any
Yeah.
level of football IQ, Man United would have won this game. The first time in my life I see an awful winger in Garnacho that he has zero talent and but he has all the bad things about like when you have that Cristiano type of player that wants the ball and he's arrogant and he wants to try to take on players, be very selfish because he believes in his ability. Garnacho has all of those attributes, but zero of the ability, zero of the footballing ability. He's beyond awful. He's the main reason Casemiro had to literally scold him and tell him, "Bro, pass the ball. What are you doing? You're not Messi. You're not none of these players, bro." And he sits there and he causes his team the game the way he did. But shout out to him. If Man United fans want to believe in a Garnacho, just know that you're not gonna win anything serious. You're not gonna go up. Their defense is good. They have a damn good defense, and I feel like that's the one redeeming quality that they can hang on to. The fact that they can defend.
Yeah,
And then you hold on to the defense, you rebuild that midfield, you get rid of that attack, and you get rid of that cancer that is Bruno and Rashford. You get rid of what you keep Xerxes because I genuinely believe Xerxes is a good player that can be
yeah,
used
Xerxes good.
properly. The player that there are players that you can just look at and you can tell this guy, give him the right circumstances, surround him with the right profile, this guy can be a quality player. But no, they keep insisting on these fraudulent players. They think a manager can come in and fix this because they are looking at Barca right now, Man United fan, and being like, we wanted Hansi Flick. Look at what Flick is doing for Barcelona. Look at they're saying that the players we have are random. None of our players
That
in our
you
academy, none of our players in our academy are random. All of our players have high level of technical ability because they have been trained at a young age to be like that, and that's why you see Hansi Flick balling the way he is because of the academy players and the way that they have to be naturally gifted in order to make the first team. Man United, you don't have that. You have players with technical ability but with zero mentality, zero drive, high wages, and any normal club after like 3 seasons they would have been going riots, not attending the stadium, um, protesting, everything to get rid of the players and fix the institution. But no, decades and decades keeps happening, keeps passing. Man United don't want to improve, but you know what's hilarious? They think they can keep this up every year, being mediocre. Every institution gets worse depending on their performances. This is why a club like Barca is financially screwed because of poor performances.
yeah,
Um,
I mean you know, Man United, you haven't spent a lot of money. You guys have the
and
money.
you spend large amount of money and you keep getting worse. Bro, you're talking about the Milans. They're moving like Milan right now, and their fan base seems like eat. I don't know where's that insane patience is coming from. They have like this massive patience. Like if Manchester United is a part of their lives, like it's something they have to hang on to, or else you're not a true Manchester United fan. For me, you're an idiot if you have to wait 10 years for things to change, then you're an idiot. You're putting 10 years of your life investing in an institution that is going nowhere. Me as a Barca fan, if I know this Barca is after the next 3-4 years, we're not doing anything serious, then I'm tuning out. Every Catalan, every Barca fan, every international fan is gonna tune out because they need to learn their lesson. They need to know that if you're not performing, then we're not gonna watch. We're not obligated. This is not our lives. This is not our way of being. This is a freaking sport. It's supposed to be entertaining, and we need to meet the objectives. And United, they don't want to do that. Years keep passing. There are some good United fans that are speaking out against this, but there's like 10 United fans that have common sense. You have thousands and thousands of them that are delusional and still believe in the likes of Bruno Fernandez or a freaking Rashford. So for me,
Yeah,
I pray for United fans, that they can finally wake up because this is the United fans are the actual United fans that are tired. They are saying this gotta be some sort of social experiment, testing the human patience because my days, bro, they're walking in circles. This is insanity for Manchester United. Um, but for Chelsea, bro, I know you guys spent $1 billion on a bunch of kids. Um, yeah, I want to get Esteban, who is a very talented Brazilian, and the Kendry Pais, the Ecuadorian baller. Look, Chelsea, they're actually going up, whilst Man United is going down. Like Chelsea is actually finding something, and Manchester had nothing. The fact that Manchester United couldn't beat Chelsea, even though this is like Chelsea's boogie team, like in a way at Old Trafford. Um,
yeah,
a draw for Chelsea was a superb result. In fact, had Enzo Fernandez break that chance, and they probably could have won the game. Mudryk could have probably won them the game. A bunch of players had chances for Chelsea, Man United had chances too, but unfortunately, you guys had the advantage. You guys had your manager bounce. You had your bro. Oh, well, maybe I'm too hard. Maybe because it is very difficult to even get a win when you got a player like Garnacho. To be honest, so
Yeah, Garnacho. Yeah, let me give my say. So yeah, Garnacho, like I said, I thought he was very important in decision making. You can tell the guy's a good player. It's just that his decision making's off. He needs to improve in his intelligence. His like his shooting ability. He's too selfish. He needs to improve in that. Rashford, I don't know why he's still at the club. Bruno Fernandes, I feel like he's a good player, but he can't be your best player. He's like a good side piece player. And Højlund, he was decent. And yeah, and then Miles Roy. I want to talk about Miles Roy. Miles Roy was amazing. He was the best Man United player of the day. Guys, the technical ability Miles Roy has is amazing. Like, it was amazing. So
like this, bro. That's the sad thing. They have something to build off from the defense. That's defense and one good striker. They have one good striker and a really solid defense. Plus Casemiro. Yeah. I feel like Casemiro can go a few good seasons.
Yeah, Casemiro was decent today. He wasn't that bad.
Take advantage of these key profiles now and stop sucking off the likes of Bruno, Rashford, bro, even say Garnacho. I know Garnacho is on low wages, but my days, bro, this guy is not Manchester United level. This guy is Real Betis, Real Sociedad, Osasuna level, bro. Heck, he's up there from Real Betis is better than this guy. And up there actually has technical ability, and he actually knows how to damn shoot. So it is crazy for me that this is the level of Man United, and they allow themselves to be like this. It is wild.
Okay, Tanner, what's your thoughts on this game, man? Give me quick thoughts.
To put it simply, both teams were meh. I watched the game; it was meh. Yeah, it was good for like the 5 minutes in between the two goals, but other than that, I wasted my time watching these two play. I thought it would be exciting, but yeah, both are terrible and still need to build upon what they need to do. But yeah, I don't think it's a good result for either team, basically.
Yeah, and remember, Chelsea haven't beaten United at Old Trafford since 2013. So yeah. All right, and then we have the final game tomorrow. We got Fulham versus Brentford, and the one. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. So then let's go look at the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. So as you can see, these are quarterfinals, guys. Arsenal, Palace, Newcastle, Brentford, Southampton, Liverpool, and Tottenham, Manchester United. So let me read some of you guys' comments, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. Arsenal never title contenders, man. Now Arsenal is ready to get their blank kicked by Inter. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining. Nottingham Forest in third place, a big shock to many. All right, guys, let me show you guys the table in the meantime. Looking at the table right here. So this is how the Premier League table is looking like. Wow. Wow, it's interesting, man. Interesting. Liverpool's top.
Pick up everyone. But yeah, Liverpool top of the league. Forest above title contenders Arsenal. Chelsea play Arsenal next weekend. So yeah, some interesting games. Yeah,
big up everyone. I predict Nottingham Forest to finish the top 4. I think it's inevitable after they sent Lingard to Korea. Bournemouth already made a 4-star team. I rate and Bournemouth though. So it's because Man City was never that good. Okay, up to Bournemouth. It's between City, Liverpool, and Nottingham. Nottingham will probably finish second. Nottingham will be rooting for you. Vic, you're overreacting low. City are just losing on purpose. So now the Rodgers Trophy has more credibility.
Hold on. Who said I'm overreacting? Of course. Leave it to the Madrid guy.
That was enough, KDB. Stop that. I started being a Fortis fan in 2013 when Faiz also took over the club. I couldn't remember anyone except third choice goalkeeper Khalid Al Rashidi. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for letting me know. I did not know that. Here we go. I like Romeo more than Rodri, to be honest. No, stop it.
What? You just said Romeo.
That's crazy. Overall, though, who do you take, Rodri or KDB?
Rodri, any day of the week.
Yeah, I think Rodri's. This is a tough
one. Well, guys, deep it. Kevin De Bruyne got injured in the first half for 2 Champions League finals back to back. Let's say that.
Yeah. I mean, who would fit Barca better?
Rodri.
I think Rodri would suit us better. But I like KDB, man. I like KDB. See Arsenal Wednesday. Summer just Holland. Gundogan's finished low. Holland low. Crap voted for Rodri. Mistakes are the pull over. Looking forward to seeing that decimation on Tuesday. Gundogan hasn't been that bad though. So they really flipped the switch in Ipswich. Low. Liverpool at real test on Tuesday. Arnold slot machine. That slip didn't cost Liverpool the title though. I mean, it kind of did in some ways, but it wasn't directly. It was versus a game Newcastle, I think. It's one of the best to play in Premier League ever. So I'm gonna attempt to get revenge for 6-10 late in November. Be lead low. This might be one of the crazy take, but I actually rate Salah. He's one of the best to play at Premier League. Blackbone. Nottingham Forest.
So that's not a crazy take, bro. That's a good take.
Yeah, that's not a crazy take. Nottingham's old European quality. Woods at World Cup test race. He's gonna cook. The real life Rock Balboa. Nikola Milinkovic. Oh dear Wolves. I don't understand. It's Tottenham, man. When Army is disgusting. Draws expect. Enzo overrated. I saw
Eddie, don't you have a Wolves fan in your server?
Yeah, I do.
How's he doing?
Yeah, it's rough, man. He's rough. He said there's like a lot of injuries and like a lot of players leaving, but he thinks that he still has faith that Wolves can turn it around.
Under O'Neill.
I think they probably need to get a new coach.
Exactly.
I saw something Carlo wants Enzo almost died, to be honest. Dude, Enzo Fernandez, Real Madrid. Oh my jeez, that'd be a nightmare. Don't remember it. It'll be one bed lies.
Arsenal releases. Enzo was a good player, man.
Dude, I don't think Enzo would work at Madrid.
What?
I don't think Enzo would work at Madrid.
Wait, is that me or you? No. Enzo at Madrid? I'm not sure, but for Barca, he would cook.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm saying for Madrid. 80
Madrid,
Enzo prediction. And I'll give a YouTube short. I'll probably do a YouTube short later. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably do. Palmer quiet versus Liverpool and Man United. Palmer second inflations thanks to HH low. Looks sus. Photo was rated before the USB. Here. Yep. Hello. Tripping. He's not that bad. He just makes silly decisions. Selfish bitch. Garnacho. Yeah. Barcelona makes everything about that for real low. Pro United. Alvaro Roger mistake. Rashford retired United. Yeah, Rashford will probably retire United. The gold lets Man United cannot begun to rebuild. You're being harsh, Bruno.
Pookie, I'm not being harsh. Like, you just don't know about Pookie. They just leave it at that.
Bruno is kind of a Bruno's low key kind of a quarantine merchant. That was Bruno's best season, the 1920. His first season, he was very good.
Quarantine merchant is crazy.
How do you guys rate Højlund and Xerxes? How are they doing? Never heard of them since they joined United.
Well, Xerxes is actually good. Xerxes is
good. Xerxes. I feel like people are harsh on Xerxes. As for Højlund,
he's very technical for a damn striker, bro. Like he's actually
it's Xerxes is technical. As for Højlund, he's kind of a hit or a miss. That's how I feel. Like times he can be very good, times it won't be that great. So he's not very consistent. Yeah. Would you agree with that, guys?
I guess so.
Likewise.
Yeah, I said that when you're talking about City, Vic. KDB just suspect low. Thanks for
wait. What did you say?
KDB
you can't be throwing shots at me, bro.
Oh, on Bruno you were. Oh, you were saying Bruno. He was saying that you were being disrespectful on Bruno. All right, let's move to La Liga, man. La Liga time. La Liga. We spent a lot of time on.
No, Madrid today, Pookie. Hold that.
All right, so let's go look at this, man. So La Liga, man, La Liga. Now, obviously, we do have some games that got postponed due to the fact that some of the games.
Tragic event.
Yeah. Prayers to everyone in Valencia.
Yeah. Hopefully things get better.
Yeah.
I actually feel bad. So, yeah. So Deportivo Alaves, we won 1-0 against Mallorca. So shout out to Deportivo Alaves for winning 1-0. Let's go. So Mallorca, man, a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Osasuna won 1-0 against Real Valladolid. Shout out to them. And then Girona, man, they won a thriller against Leganes. So Girona, man. Shout out to Girona, man. Hopefully they could get. I hope they could get Champions League again.
Leganes going head to head in Girona. That's wild.
Yeah, the Villarreal got postponed. Valencia Real got postponed. Atletico Madrid beat Las Palmas 2-0. The Barca beat Espanyol 3-1. Guys, I have to give an apology. I owe an apology to Olmo. I owe an apology to Danny Olmo. I said this guy wasn't a player we needed. And I actually said it on HH's stream, and I actually have to apologize because the guy's been quality. The guy's been cooking. He's been sensational. His goal scoring ability, his decision making, has been amazing. And I actually thought like it was actually a downgrade when we got from Gundogan to Danny Olmo, but it turns out it was actually an upgrade because Gundogan, as good as he was, like you can tell Gundogan's getting up there in age, and we needed to kind of get a new player in, bring in Danny Olmo. He's been that goal scorer for us at the camp, been sensational. And shout out to Caicedo, man. Caicedo was amazing. Caicedo, that pass. Caicedo's been a revelation of fresh air. I don't know why we didn't see Caicedo much under Xavi. I thought we needed a DM, but Caicedo was Caicedo
Casado.
said we don't need a DM. I'm the DM. Pedri was obviously great. Yamal was amazing. Yamal, that pass from Yamal, man, 17 years old is crazy. Rafinha was great. Balde was great. Honestly, every Barca player was great. The only one that didn't really perform might be Lewandowski. I think he's probably the only one, and maybe Pena as well. I just remember De Jong. De Jong came on, second half wasn't great. For the goal that Espanyol scored. But yeah, I mean, for Espanyol, man, they had two just allowed
to
goals.
be honest, De Jong is coming off injury, so we gotta let him.
Yeah. Let's not be too harsh on De Jong. It's too harsh, but yeah, I mean, I think Lewandowski was the only one that kind of was a bit underwhelming.
Nah, Leo was good as well.
Like I mean, like goals sense.
Yeah, of course, but I think his overall link-up play was still solid. He's been
his link-up play was good.
Where should I start? Casado. Let me start with my favorite guy. Casado, for me, Pedri and Casado are not like we're not really playing with a DM AD, to be honest. It's just Pedri and Casado are just really deep. Like they're not really. Because we're so direct. They just have the ability to pick the long range passes. They always had that ability. I always felt like Pedri's attributes, his best attributes, are not when he's all the way up front. When he's in the offensive line, I always felt like Pedri, his true talents were when he was dropping deep, dictating play. Like a real midfielder, old school. Casado does the same. Flick has them in a bit more of a deeper position. I don't know if you can pull up their heat maps for both of them. But overall, their positioning is quality, man. As you saw, the pass he gave to Rafinha. I felt like everyone went crazy for Yamal's Trivela pass to Olmo, but for me, the Rafinha pass was even better than what I expected, because how long has it been since I've seen quality passes at a regular basis from the club? The last time I saw a quality pass like that was when Pedri passed the ball to Rafinha against PSG.
That was a good one.
So for me, quality ball from Casado, he for his age and the level of confidence that he's getting right now in the first team, to pick passes like that without any fear. He's similar to Gavi when it comes to intensity, ball recovery, and all of that. Overall, we've been doing amazing. And Paul Kubarsi has actually been taking, and our center backs, because they're so good on the ball, sometimes they take the DM position for a temporary moment. They align themselves pretty well for the offside trap. I say thank goodness the La Liga installed this automatic offside stuff, because like we need accurate lines in order for us to do this high risk, high reward tactic.
Yeah, offside trap.
Danny Olmo, I have to apologize to.
Yeah,
because Eddie man, you said the exact same thing. Like, why are we signing this guy? This guy, he ain't it. He's injury prone.
Yeah, injury prone, overpriced.
He has good. I said he had good attributes, but come on, 60 million for this guy, and like
overpriced.
My days, overpriced. Nah, bro, he's perfect.
Yeah, dude,
he's perfect, bro. He's not only is he skilled, he has technical ability. He can create. He has an eye for a pass. He's a killer on the strike. He just shoots, bro. When he shoots, like, bro, almost all of them are on target. For me, the only issue again is his injuries. Like, bro, he's a slow guy. He's a very slow player. He's not a fast guy. That's a wild thing. But then his technical ability is so insane that he glides through the defenders. He gives us a whole different dimension on the pitch, but it shows that he tends to get tired very quickly. Overall, Rafinha didn't have that much of a crazy impact in the game, but he keeps making the runs. Casado picked him out. Easy goal, quality goal from Rafinha, and a brace from Olmo. Iñaki Peña had a damn good game.
Yeah, yeah,
Another guy that I crucified like crazy. Um, Gavi came on, actually was fantastic. Like this guy, the way he's moving, he wants his starting position back. And my dear Hansi Flick, you're gonna have a problem with choosing that starting lineup for the
Yeah,
future.
it's gonna be tough.
But that's a blessed problem. That's what I call it. Let's see. Balde, quality. I think he got the assist for the Olmo chance. Um, who was Lamine Yamal. Forgot about our star boy. This kid is the
Yeah,
best young player I've seen in a long time. Gives me a lot of joy that this is a guy that came out of our academy that that is balling, that is showing insane levels. Not even Vinicius had this level of technical ability. He had all in his career. Bro. I don't care what people say. The Travella passes when the commentary anytime Lamine Yamal does a Travella pass, the commentary likes to say, "Oh, he does it like Vinicius." No, Vinicius does it like Yamal right now, bro. Because when Yamal does it, it's beautiful, bro. Like every time he tries to pull it off, it's so accurate, so silky, bro. But not to drain out every time that we have here, but Espanol, they actually scared me a bit today with because they were actually finding ways to make some intelligent runs. What's the name of the right winger?
Tahero.
Yeah, him right there. I think he was the one breaking our line. Um,
Yeah,
it was like what two away from being onside. So he's been causing us problems. This is Espanol was the only one that actually figured out how to give us trouble. But second half, AD, the team was extremely tired. Like I'm trying to see the exhaustion of
yeah,
the.
it's very tiring.
It is getting tiring. I think the fact that Rafinha was asking to be subbed off is kind of concerning because this guy has energy to spare. So you can tell it's taking a toll on them. I hope we rotate against the other team in the Champions League. Um, we do the rotations, we move on, and again, we just have to protect the key components of the team, which is like Yamal, Lewa, Rafinha, Olmo, Pedri, Kubarsi, the whole team, bro.
Yeah, the whole team is good. All right, 10 man. Any thoughts on Barca destroying Espanyol, destroying our Catalan rivals, or not really?
I mean, did anyone expect anything else? Barcelona win against Espanyol. I know it's a derby, but like even my friend that was watching the game, he didn't even know where Espanyol is from.
Oh, my
Like,
jeez.
so like I mean, it was expected. So yeah, good win for Barca. It's just carry on the good form. Obviously now 9 points ahead, so you now expect Barcelona to um, end up winning the league at the moment.
Yeah, we're the favorites. We're the
Good
favorites to win
have
the
the
Liga.
game in hand, but points matter than games in hand. I would say that. But yeah, good win for Barca overall. Probably
Yeah,
the only time they weren't dominant was the goal by Espanyol, but other than that, it's like it's a bit
yeah.
meh, I would say.
Yeah,
But
that's probably.
win-win.
Yeah, that's probably the one little thing I'm gonna notice is that Barca's like whenever we scored, we've done really well the first half. The second half has been kind of we haven't had the same
Yeah,
intensity the second half, and I think we can tell the team is kind of getting fatigued and tired out. But yeah,
yeah.
Sevilla nil, Real Sociedad 2. Real Sociedad finally gets a win. Finally gets a win on the road against Sevilla. A needed win. Kubo scoring the goal. Yassabal scoring the goal. And for Real Sociedad, man, it's good to see they're back. And for Sevilla, man, yeah, it's a shame what happened to Sevilla, man. The downfall of Sevilla, man. They're just not the same.
Nah, it's okay. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I love Sevilla. I wish they can get better soon, man.
Nah, I hope they get relegated. This team
Wow.
from Seville is better.
Real
Real
Betis.
Betis.
So yeah, Real Betis sympathizer.
Yeah,
Wow.
almost everyone in Spain doesn't like Sevilla except Sevilla fans.
The only people that
Wow.
doesn't like Sevilla are the Madrid
Betis.
fanboys.
Betis fans don't like Sevilla.
Of course
Actually,
they
everyone
don't.
in
They have
Spain.
Real on their name.
But
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Let's about this game, guys. Athletic Club. I don't know how Athletic Club didn't win this game. They had so many chances. They could have scored so many goals. And for Real Betis, man, they got a draw, and I think it's a great result. And shout out to goalkeeper, man, and to Rui Silva, man, 7 saves in a day. Oh
This
my
is
jeez, what
bad.
a masterpiece!
Look at.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see Vitor Roque's. No, who's no? What? Which team
Roque.
is this?
Real Betis,
Oh, yeah, but what's Vitor Roque's rating?
6.3.
Ah, he had a bad game. Damn.
Yeah, dang. I mean, for Athletic Club, man, they really should have won this game. But you know, it is what it is. Their striker Djalo just isn't good. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why Iñaki Williams wasn't playing number 9. That was kind of weird. But I guess we're trying something different. And yeah, for Athletic Club, man, very disappointing for them. But hey, at least they didn't lose the game. They managed to get back in the game. Then tomorrow we have Celta Vigo versus Getafe. That's not gonna be a good game. I'm telling you this right now.
It's Celta Vigo.
All right, so look. Yeah. All right, looking at La Liga, guys. So Barcelona's topped the league. I think most people say Barcelona are the favorites to win La Liga because we're looking really good. And for Real Madrid, they have to win either the league or the Champions League. If they don't win either trophy, it's a failure of a season, in my opinion. I don't care if they win the Copa del Rey or the Club World Cup or whatever, the Super Cup. They have to win either the league or the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, not looking that great. Still, maybe they're still going to get top 4. Villarreal looking good. Osasuna, Betis. I mean, that fourth place is really tough. Who would you guys like if you had to give an early prediction? Who would you guys say is going to get 4th in La Liga? Because I'm sticking with. I think Villarreal might.
Yeah.
Villarreal. Yeah, for Betis and Athletic Club. So yeah, the relegation, man. Las Palmas, Valladolid, Valencia. I think. Yeah, it's gonna be sad. Although to be fair, Valencia
didn't play.
Yeah, Valencia do have a game in hand. Yeah, Valencia have a game in hand against Getafe as well. So the relegation will be tight. Yeah, let me read some of you guys' comments. Bruno, you are. I agree with everything else.
The dream relegation, Celta, Sevilla, and
Albert's first says Xerxes and Bologna never had good decision making, but at the same time, United gets started and give them less service than leg read teams.
Where was Xerxes playing? Where was he playing before United?
Bologna.
Was he? I need to check.
He was at Bologna.
I need to check his
highlights. Albert's first an Inter fan, so he knows Xerxes quite well, I would assume. So yeah, United paid around 70 million for Hoyland. Strike Houston. Xerxes has been bad so far. Yeah, it's not been that great. No much well this week. But I'll go for the anyway. Barcelona go to Serbia on Wednesday. At least I mentioned this by mistake. My bad, someone. Barca going to lecture Cervena Zvezda at 10-0. I don't think that's going to happen, but I hope it does. How is Pedri doing?
I can't even pronounce that name, bro. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, just call the Red Star Belgrade. That's the English name. Okay, how is Pedri doing? He put too much muscle, lost a bit of flair. No, Pedri's been good this season. He's been good. This season.
Pedri losing flair is crazy, bro. You're not watching the games, bro.
Yeah, you need to watch more Pedri, man. He's been good this season. Do you agree, 10?
Yeah. I mean, top of the league, so.
Yeah, I can't go to the stadium since Inter Arsenal's the same time. Well, I would, but I can't. I think Chelsea's going to fall out. I think Chelsea will get 4th, guys. I think Chelsea will get 4th in the Premier League.
Prime Barca. Relax. I believe in Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, who do you guys think is going to get 4th? Even to give an early prediction. I'm going with Chelsea, personally, for me.
I think we're going to do heavy rotations, Zany.
Hopefully.
No, but 4th in the Premier League.
Hopefully Newcastle. So I'll just
okay, and then Vic. So Vic, who do you think is going to get 4th in La Liga and the Premier League?
Let me think. 4th place. I'm giving it. Let's scroll up. Let me see. In La Liga, let's see.
I'm giving it to Villarreal because they have no European football.
I don't believe Villarreal has never been consistent ever, bro. Like,
wow.
Like,
well, I mean, I'm talking
about climbing up the table wise. Staying in 4th is a little too much for them. I think 5th is what they'll be aiming at.
Yeah, and then Spanish clubs.
Betis. Nope, could never. Nope. Bro, you know what? If I really analyze it, no one has been good, like consistent winning games like that. So, bro, maybe
All right.
Villarreal this time, bro.
Yeah, then I'm assuming we go with Chelsea for the Premier League, 4th.
Chelsea is getting third place. I'm calling it today.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
That Villa is gonna retain their top 4 spot.
Okay.
So you're saying Arsenal is on top 4?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy. If that
The
happens,
same
The guys
goal.
out here are sleeping, bro. All of
if that
them are
happens,
sleeping.
AMTV's having if that happens, AMTV's having a meltdown.
They
I
have
mean, I don't
a
mind it, but it won't happen.
they have a meltdown right now.
Wow, that's crazy. Olmo baller wasn't happy when Barca got him. I forgot that Flick is a World Cup winner.
Pookie knows ball, man. Pookie told me, man, you got almost gonna cook. Like I gotta give him credit.
Yeah, Pookie called him, man. Got to Summit 2014 final. Oh my dear, lol, this guy. You know what Barca did? Why bring up Vinny, lol?
Yeah.
BLE, why you mad, bro? Why you mad about Sevilla, bro? Well, what did we do to you? Wait, let me think. Did something happen? Oh yeah, you lost in the final to Sevilla. Oh yes. Well, why don't you say screw Lukaku since he was the one who blocked your header? Love you, BLE. I'm just joking, bro.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
Yeah.
Sevilla's fault. It wasn't Sevilla's fault. It was Lukaku's fault.
Yeah. But I agree.
Wow, Real stood that too. I don't like Sevilla, and I'm Al Nasser fan, lol. I only like Sevilla because of Kubo. Both teams stole from Inter. Screw Kubo. Al Ali. Madrid should have given Kubo more chance, Pookie.
Kubo.
Guys, he's not Madrid material. Yeah, he's not Madrid material. We did that invisible shield. You can't tell me different. Albert, maybe. I like Kubo until after that game for Sodia. It will. Billy says he talks too much. Now, what do you mean? Pedri losing flair. He's ankling defenders every game. Yeah, I don't know what Shakira is saying.
Shaqiri doesn't know ball, man.
Simeone the manager light as Simeone the player score for Atletico. Wow, that's actually interesting. Cervena Zvezda is annihilating after Serbian clubs. They deserve a 10-0 smacking. We'll try our best, but I can't make any guarantees. I think we'll finish 4th. Osasuna and the Champions League. That would be crazy. That would actually be madness. If Sancho do well. He's been decent. I mean, he didn't play against Man United because he's still currently on loan, so that's why he didn't play. If Isco wasn't injured, Betis would have been much better right now. He's out till January. That's going to be bad. Sevilla still enters 4th UEL. Granted, Kaga also lost into that final. Always a pleasure to see Kule. Rip the Chihuahua.
Oh yeah, RIP to my Chihuahua, man. No.
Yeah, rest in peace.
All
right, let's move on. All right, let's move to Serie A, man. Serie A time. We actually had midweek games. So we're going to be very quick here. We're already an hour and 13 minutes. So this will be like...
Who we got?
Yeah, we're going to try to wrap this up in like 20 to 30 minutes.
Lookman.
Yeah, okay. So let's go look at the midweek games. I'm just to show you guys the results. So Bologna won 2-0 against Cagliari. Hope I pronounced that right. Is that it's like Cagliari, I think. Anyways, Bologna won. Yeah, they got the win.
Who cares?
Lecce won 1-0 against Hellesbrough, and the Milan nil Napoli 2. I actually watched this game. Milan looked really bad defensively. They looked defensively shambles. Napoli looked really good. Lukaku scoring the goal, and Kvaratskhelia scored an amazing goal. Inter destroyed Empoli 3-0. Venezia beat Udinese 3-2. Atalanta beat Monza 2-0. The Juventus 2, Parma 2. Juventus, man. Dropping points at home to Parma is bad.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Juventus had to come back from 2 times in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Still unbeaten.
We'll get to them more in depth the next game.
Yeah, then Fiorentina won 1-0 against Genoa. Lazio won 5-1 against Como. The Roma beats Torino 1-0. At least Roma finally gets a win.
I mean,
yeah. The Roma Then Bologna won, Lecce 0. So shout out to Bologna for getting the win. And Juventus, man, you got a win against Udinese 2-0 on the road.
Yeah.
So shout out to Juventus, man.
Still unbeaten.
Still unbeaten. And then Milan won, Monza 0. And I did hear this one was a bit of controversial. I did hear there was some controversial stuff about this game. Milan just about edged through with this one. Monza actually played quite well. But man, Milan's defense is really sad. And yeah, Monza probably didn't. I feel like a draw probably been fair, but you know, it is what it is. That's just how the game was. And yeah. So shout out to Milan for getting a win there on the road. Then wait, round 11. Oh yeah, we didn't have any games on Friday. Then Atalanta 3, Napoli 0. Wow. I can't believe this happened. Are you surprised?
I mean, remember what I said about Napoli? Wait until they play the actual good teams. Yeah, they beat Milan, but then they go on to lose at home to fucking Atalanta. Like it makes that. That's why I said Serie A this season is the most competitive because, yeah, Napoli are top of the league, but it's not like they're going to run away with the title. And actually, these two teams are in the top two. Atalanta are now second, but yeah, I'm not. Well, I mean, the scoreline you can say is surprising, but I mean, I've already seen Napoli lose 3-0 earlier this season, so it's not the first time seeing that scoreline. Yeah, I mean, good win. Obviously, Lookman turning up like he did in the final of the Europa League. So yeah, very good win for Atalanta. As for Napoli, they're still top of the league, but they still have to play Inter in the next game. So it doesn't get that easy. And if they drop points in that, then the sort of amazing run that they've had is over. But hopefully the Botany can score in that game. But we'll see. The GOAT.
Yeah. Yeah, and also I actually want to ask you this question before we move into the next. Is Lookman the best African player this season?
I mean, he won a trophy, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the guy scored a hat trick in a European finals, insane. And he also he got against Leverkusen, a prime that Leverkusen team that went invincible in the domestic season. And also, don't forget, he got Nigeria to AFCON final. He got Nigeria to an AFCON final. He was and for me, he was probably one of Nigeria's best players.
Yeah.
In the tournament.
I mean,
so yeah.
Yes, he should win it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he should win the CAF Player of the Year. If I see anyone else win it, if I see Brahim Diaz win it, it would be a disgrace. I'm sorry, you can't give it to Brahim Diaz. Now, Grossi I wouldn't be too mad with, but it can't be Brahim Diaz. I'm sorry. I better not see him win it. It has to be Lookman. Lookman has to win it. Actually, let me do a poll, guys, on this. Is Lookman the best African player? Does Lookman deserve CAF Player of the Year?
Yeah. That's pretty.
And a Napoli man, as I said, I also was with you as well. I never really believed they're going to win the title because, like I said, Napoli for me, they're a good team, but like you said, they haven't really been truly challenged, and this was probably the first real big challenge. And for Atalanta, man, can they win the league? I mean, if they can't, that would be amazing.
No,
they're too inconsistent.
No, yeah, and still, apart from this game, still bad defensively, Atalanta. But yeah, as I said, it makes Serie A at least the most exciting title race because it seems like La Liga's over. The Premier League is going to be two-horse race, and we know what's the end result. Bundesliga, we'll get to that, and then Ligue 1, we obviously know who's top of the league in that one. So
I will, but here's the thing though. Napoli don't have any European football, so that might actually they can win the league. I'm not saying they can't, but I don't fancy them to win the league. I still expect.
But I mean, they won the league when they had European football.
Yeah, that's true.
So
then
Torino
nailed Fiorentina 1. Fiorentina got the away win. Moise Kean scoring the goal. Great to see there. And then Hellas Roma 3. Roma 2. Roma is a shambles.
At least they won the midweek game, but I mean,
I don't know what to say about Roma. I don't know what to say of this Roma team. This Roma team is absolutely disgrace.
I mean, it's never too late to sack a manager, I would say.
I mean, I don't know what's wrong with Roma because the team is quality, man. They shouldn't be playing this bad. But it's just it's just the administration with Roma is just a disgrace. The board is just absolute disgrace. The way they're doing, and Roma, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even sure they're getting European football. Like, I know it's my team reactionary to say, but I'm actually genuinely concerned. I'm genuinely concerned.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that good. So
Yeah, Roma,
when
man.
I look at their team, they're not actually that good. But yeah, I can see.
I mean, they should be
And
performing much better than this, though. They shouldn't be performing this
I
bad.
mean, yeah, I think Autumn Dovbek is probably upset that he's not in Girona right now.
Yeah, bro.
And
Like,
he'll
yeah,
be
it's
playing
just,
Champions League football, playing for a club that won this weekend. But instead, he's in Rome. But yeah,
Inter won, Venezia 0. Inter got the win. Lautaro Martinez finally scores. And Inter, man, they almost draw points.
yeah,
Severino got the goal disallowed right at the end. There was a foul there. And I got to say, man, Inter defensively are not that great compared to last season. I don't know what's up with their defense this season. What do you think they haven't been good defensively?
I mean, probably just the pressure of actually being a team that everyone now has to respect, I would say. But I did say they're not going to win, but they'll win the Champions League.
Because you know what the thing is? I think people don't realize, and I think you would agree with this. The thing is, it's harder to it's really hard to defend a title. When defending a title is harder than winning a league title,
especially now in Serie A. Yeah, actually, now even in La Liga, it's difficult when you think of
even I would say in general, like most teams, it's very hard for them to defend the title. Most teams,
yeah, unless it's in the Premier League with Man City,
Yeah.
So yeah, I would probably say it's difficult. I mean,
I think the pressure is getting to them.
4 different winners.
I think expectation, because the thing is, Inter didn't really have a lot of expectation last season. I don't think a lot of people expect, Inter's going to definitely win the league last season. So they were kind of more under the radar,
or whatever. So
even Milan was picked. Yeah, Milan was picked a lot last season.
Yeah, so that's why it's pretty difficult to defend the title, especially in Serie A these days. Whereas because there's a lot of very good teams that can become really bad teams as well at the same time. So Napoli were terrible last season. Now they're good. And then Atalanta were good, but then, same Atalanta team that beat Napoli 3-0 lost 4-1 to this exact same Inter team. So as I said, I still think Serie A is the most competitive league this season in terms of an actual title race, I would say.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
A few games tomorrow.
But yeah, we have a few games here. We are Empoli, Como, Parma, Genoa, Lazio, Cagliari. So yeah, looking at the table right here, man. Now remember, Milan do have a game in hand. Milan haven't played against Bologna. That game got postponed. So, and I look at the table. The table is pretty competitive. I say this right now, and I don't know if you guys agree with me. Maybe I'll put a poll here in the chat. Is Serie A the most competitive league in the world?
That's 100%.
I want to hear if other people agree.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Fiorentina are 5 wins in a row, and they could get top 4. And then you have Juventus, the team I'm hyping up, right? Still unbeaten. Lazio, you just never know. 4 wins out of the last 5. That's, very rare, but they'll probably lose tomorrow. And then, obviously, we have the Napoli thing, Inter. So, yeah, I mean, Serie A is the most competitive league this season because there's not an actual clear favorite. Because let's say Napoli loses another game against Inter goes above them. Now we're all going to talk about Inter winning the league and all that. Then Atalanta or Fiorentina can win their games or whatever, and they could be even in first place after 13 whatever games. So And Juve, if Juve win, they go, let's say 11 points with Inter, let's say. So yeah, I think Serie A is the most competitive league in Europe because La Liga, we have Barcelona 9 points ahead at the moment. Like, that's not really competitive. You have the Premier League. Eventually, we all know what's going to happen, who's going to win that most likely. In the Bundesliga, we'll talk about it, and Ligue 1, the same thing. So yeah, whereas in Serie A, you can't. I mean, you can say, oh, Inter's the favorite, Napoli are the favorite, but there's no like clear favorite that we know is going to be the end result, I would say. And Juve on unbeaten streak still.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's read some guys' comments. GL is in Italian is pronounced like double L in Spanish. Okay. Finalmente, I told you, man. Morentis, hear me out. Chelsea ain't gonna make it to top 4. Napoli are bad. Parma's a historic club. Yeah, we know they're a historic club.
Yeah.
Manchester United is gonna make top 4 as well. Milan robbed Monza but win. Fonseca out. Yeah, it's not looking good for Milan this season. They're gonna get spanked on Tuesday. Typical Milan. Not surprised it was bound to happen. Atalanta's good at champions with the next 5 years. Hopefully. Not gonna lie, Milan beat us in the ECL. I'll hide for a week. Oh wow, that's crazy. Inter second. Inter play Napoli next. Yes, they do.
Pretty looking
All right,
forward
smash the like button. All right, smash the like button. Yeah, guys, for guys to get the like button, hit the like button, and I'm not gonna read the second part of the statement, but smash the like button.
Yeah.
Okay, don't let that happen. Real must hydraulic press Milan. Whoa, okay, they got exposed, Vic. If Lazio win tomorrow, then Juve goes 6. Dang, yeah, Lazio could actually overtake Juve. That'd be crazy. Lookman's the goat. We get him 80. Don't lose trust in Conte. Lookman wasn't that good in the Serie A last season. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really that great, but he still won, he contributed to the Europa League and the AFCON. But yeah, you can say domestically he wasn't really that great. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Now we have the benefit of playing 1 game a week. He's a sure Lookman over Liao. But I guess he should win. Bugatti, my black brother. Racist. I'm not. I love Nigeria. Kunki. La Villa are finally good. Also, Liao. Okay. De Rossi might come back. Yeah, De Rossi might come back. Maybe, yeah, Roma, maybe they have to psych George. George guy is awful. They have to bring De Rossi back. They should bring De Rossi
back.
Yeah, bring Mourinho back, actually.
Yeah, he actually won them a trophy.
Yeah. AC Milan have a game in hand that got delayed. Angola, Mozambique. Oh, dear, Vic. Arsenal Wednesday. Philip Singovic is Inter's future #1 goalkeeper. Lazarus 5 goals in 6 games. He's cooking back in form. Why do we have a Belize flag in the chat? Well, I think we only have 1 flag in the chat. But yeah. Inter was expected by 30% of Italy's population was good at last year. What are you talking about? Like, it wasn't they weren't the heavy favorites. Like, obviously they weren't they was still marginal though. Like, they weren't the heavy overwhelming favorites. I don't think it was still very competitive. It was very split,
Yeah, but then Inter eventually pulled away. But at least this season, it's at the moment competitive. Hopefully, it stays like that. Because if all the top 5 leagues have the team that we all know who's going to win, it makes it a bit boring. Like, yeah, we get to watch top 4 races. Like, how about watching teams fight for a trophy? So yeah.
All right.
So I'm hoping Serie A remains like this, competitive at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, you will go 6th. All right.
Not bad.
I agree, bro. Okay. Milan needs Conceição. Yeah, Milan needs Conceição. Conceição is former Inter player. George is good, but not Roma level. Oh yeah. Also lucky that Inter might rotate because they want to beat Napoli.
Verona.
Yeah, I think I probably made a mistake. I shouldn't have read that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking for the Serie A title race. I think the Serie A title race could be very interesting. Because okay, let me tell you guys the teams are competing. We got Napoli, Inter, Juventus. These are the 3 teams.
Wait, what?
Napoli, I'd say Napoli, Inter, Juventus. Yeah. And I would say fourth, I'm going to give the edge to Milan still because I think Milan is more consistent than Fiorentina, than Lazio. Although maybe Fiorentina could get fourth.
Atalanta.
Yeah, Atalanta as well. And I'm still going to stick with Inter to win the league. So.
I mean, we also have the Turin derby next weekend, Juve and Torino. Yeah, why not? I'll say Juve still to win the league. Why not? I know they're fifth, maybe sixth later, but yeah, at least I just want a good competitive title race in Serie A because we haven't had
Yeah,
that.
I mean, yeah, we haven't had it in a while. Because the last couple of Serie A winners, it's been by pretty much glanced.
It's wrapped up by December. Like Napoli winning or Inter winning. So hopefully this season, hopefully it remains like this. Win, draw, loss, and all that with every team.
So, yeah, I made a mistake, guys. So I maybe need to cut that part out when I do the stream later or something. Okay, anyways, let's move past on that. Let's move past on that. Hopefully nothing happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the Serie A title race, man. I'm looking forward to Serie A titles because this is a very interesting Serie A title race. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. All right, moving on to the Bundesliga, man. Bundesliga. I'm being honest with you, man. The Bundesliga is not really a lot of talking points.
Well, I mean, one team lost. Well,
yeah,
it was a big one as well, but yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Leverkusen, Stuttgart, meh. It's pretty meh.
Yeah, Bayer Leverkusen, man. I think I'm fairly confident saying that Leverkusen aren't winning the league. I think I'm.
Yeah, they're not.
I'm very.
I've said that at the start of the season. I don't think they're that great.
Yeah, I think the pressure's getting to them.
Yeah, no Patrick Schick, unfortunately.
Yeah, like remember how we're talking about for like the pressure's getting. I think the pressure is really on for Inter and Leverkusen this season. I think the pressure is really on for these two teams, and I think it's starting to feel the after effects. At first, Leverkusen, they really should have beaten Stuttgart. They really should have beaten Stuttgart. With the amount of chance Leverkusen had in the game, Stuttgart were pretty much parking the bus. I mean, Stuttgart's a good team, obviously. We know how good they are, but Leverkusen should be winning at home with the amount of chances they have.
Yeah.
At the Bayern Munich, they destroyed Union Berlin 3-0. So shout out to Bayern for doing that. And for Bayern, as I said, man, for Kane, you got to win either the league or the Champions League this season. I'm sorry.
Or even the DFB.
Well, you got to win.
For Kane's sake.
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, you would take any trophy probably, but what I'm saying is that you need to win either you got to win a big trophy. You got to win a big trophy.
DFB is a big trophy, yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, Bayern Munich got that. The Frankfurt win 7-2, man. Frankfurt, man. Amazing win for Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, Marmouche is amazing, man. Marmouche is just amazing. Ekateke is looking great as well. At Boki, man, really, really abysmal. 7-2 is a crazy scoreline. 7-2 is crazy. I remember the score, Spurs Bayern, 3 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I think in this game, the Gareth Holtman, the Filipino player, one of the subs, came on, and he now has a recorded top speed in Bundesliga. Well, also recorded a 7-2 loss in the same game. But yeah, shout out to my Filipino brother, Gareth Holtman, for holding an L. 7-2.
Yeah, 7-2 is crazy, man. 7-2 is a huge loss. Then Hoffenheim nil. I mean, I'm done with Hoffenheim. I'm done. Like,
yeah, I think they're slowly regressing, and I guess this season's just build up a bit.
Yeah, Hoffenheim I'm done. Yeah, good win for St. Pauli, man. I mean, maybe they might survive the drop this season. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Holstein Kiel won. Heidenheim nil. Holstein Kiel, another win for them. And the newly promoted teams are actually doing well, getting a 1-0 win against Heidenheim. The Wolfsburg won. Augsburg won. It's all right result, I guess, for Augsburg. Not probably a good result for Wolfsburg. And then finally, man, Dortmund. They finally win a game against RB Leipzig.
Well, they always win at home, Dortmund.
Yeah, Leipzig's unbeaten streak is done. Dortmund to get the win. Beer got the goal. Guirassy get the goal. Guirassy is really underrated, man. I think Guirassy, people need to respect Guirassy, man. Guirassy is amazing. And for Leipzig in particular, man, just not good defensively. I mean, they're still unbeaten.
I mean, they're still pretty good overall, Leipzig, but I mean, tell them to challenge Bayern for the league title is like you basically have to be perfect.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
In the Bundesliga, like how Leverkusen did it. They had to.
Yeah, to be fair, they only had the first loss just this last weekend, which So
yeah, so I would probably say that, Bayern are probably going to win the league now because you literally have to go perfect to win the Bundesliga. Same thing like in the Premier League right now.
Round 9. All right, and then finally we got Freiburg 0, Mainz 0, a very uneventful game. Meh. Yeah, not much to say there.
Yeah, I mean, good point, I guess, for Mainz.
Yeah. Then Gladbach 4, Werder Bremen 1, man. Gladbach got the win there against Werder Bremen as expected. And yeah, Werder Bremen.
Klein guys, 3 assists.
Yeah. So shout out to Kellen's right. I don't know how he didn't get a goal, but hey, he got 3 assists. So.
Yeah, and a win. Yeah. So yeah, good win for Gladbach.
All right, looking at the table right here. So Bayern is currently top of the league, 23 points. Leipzig second, 20. Frankfurt third. Yeah, Leverkusen. Yeah, man, Bayern already 7 points clear of Leverkusen. So I think Bayern's got this. I would say.
Yeah. As I said, you have to be perfect to win the Bundesliga.
Oh my God, Hoffenheim is the relegation zone, relegation playoffs. Oh my Jesus, Hoffenheim. Oh my God.
I mean, if they win, they'll probably go like mid-table already. So
I think I know, but like this is a fall off. Like they qualified for Europa League last season, and now they're gonna probably beat bottom. Yeah, it's gonna be sad. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Bayern Munich has got this in the bag, and I think most people would agree that Bayern's gonna win this league.
Yeah.
So Bayern looking good, still unbeaten. I think Bayern, Juventus, and I think PSG are the 3 unbeaten teams left.
At least in the top 5,
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna skip a lot of comments because a lot of comments are weird, so I don't want to read the comments. So I mean, I'll read some, but I won't read like the comments aren't relevant to the stream. Leverkusen is a one-hit wonder in my opinion. I don't think they'll be like last season for a long time. Okay, I think one season wonder is a bit harsh. They're not a one season wonder, but let's just say that they don't have the same drive as last season. I think that's fair to say. I think calling them one season wonder is very harsh. I'm not having that. Come on, they went a season on invincible, guys. That's not that's really harsh.
I mean, that is technically a one-hit wonder. Going unbeaten in the Bundesliga never happened before.
Yeah, that's true. That's never happened before. But I still think it's Leverkusen. Leverkusen's team still has like a lot of players from that team. So like this team is still relatively the same. I just think the team just doesn't have much drive anymore compared to last season.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're not going to win the league.
Yeah. Oh, also, by the way, guys, I want to show you guys the DFB Pokal. So this is the DFB Pokal round of 16 right here, guys. Wow. We got Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen round of 16.
Oh.
And the Leipzig Frankfurt as well. Ooh, man, it's a big matchup, man. Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen in Munich. That's in Germany. That's in Bayern Stadium. Man, that's gonna be interesting. One in Munich or Leverkusen will not win the DFB Pokal. That early in the season.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Kane will win a trophy. Yeah, I think Kane will probably win a trophy. Okay, 80. We need to invite Core AD. Core, tell us how he's feeling. I don't think Core wants to discuss City. And I still consider Core a Bayern fan. I don't consider him a City fan, so I don't care if he switched. You're a Bayern fan to me still. City is mid. They should sack Pep. Get Pep to Brazil. PSG. Well, I'm technically PSG are unbeaten. Technically. So, yeah, City, they should sack Pep. I dare Man City to sack Pep Guardiola. All right, let's go look at League One, and then I actually want to talk about Ajax real quick after this, and then we'll probably wrap the stream up, and then maybe we'll look at Aberdeen as well. But yeah, looking at League One, I'm going to be very quick here. So Monaco 0, Andrews 0. 10 men. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Is it over?
Yeah, it might be. I mean, maybe I know. Look, Monaco is still a pretty good team, obviously, but I guess Angers were probably very angry over the past few days, so that they took the anger out on Monaco and got a second straight win. Angers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very good
And
one.
then Lyon won. Lyon won. Lyon won. Lyon got a last minute equalizer there, stunning Lille. Man. And then
Yeah.
PSG won 1-0 against Lens. Nice won 1-0 against Stade Brest, which is pretty nice for them, I'd say. That Saint Etienne won 2-0.
Nice.
Toulouse 1-0.
Yeah,
Auxerre
nice win.
4-0. Le Havre, and then Marseille. You know, it's very crazy. We had a lot of upsets this weekend. You know, Monaco losing, Lyon dropping points, Stade Brest losing, and then Auxerre beating Rennes 4-0 is pretty crazy. So a lot of interesting stuff there. And yeah, for League One, man, I think PSG's got the 6 points.
Yeah, I think it is over for Monaco.
Yeah, PSG's got this.
It was a good shout. I would say that. It was fun
maybe Monaco can. Maybe Monaco can beat PSG, close the gap, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I want to talk about Ajax real quick, guys, because Ajax have done something crazy this week, guys. Guys, look at Ajax schedule. Ajax beat the two best teams in the Netherlands. They beat Feyenoord 2-0 on the road, which is pretty good. And I gotta say, the Feyenoord goalkeeper had a disaster class. Oh my jeez, he had a disaster class. And this is one of the biggest derbies in the world. It's one of the biggest ones in Europe. I think I forgot. It's called. I think it's called Der Klassiker.
Yeah, they just copied the Germans, like most.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah. So shout out to Ajax getting the win, and then they beat PSV 3-2. Now, do you still think Ajax can win the league, or are you still going to go with PSV?
Probably PSV, but at least Ajax are kind of back. You can say.
Yeah, we haven't seen Ajax back in the Champions League for some time, so maybe Ajax will be back in the Champions League.
Yeah, maybe under Steven Hag.
Yeah, then obviously Sporting. Let's look at Liga Portugal real quickly. Actually, I want to talk about Aberdeen, man. Aberdeen. Can Aberdeen actually win the league?
No, they lost 6-0 to Celtic in the cup.
Dang. Well, it is a cup, though. It's a cup. It's not the league. Yeah. It's not the league.
Yeah, but if that's a sign of things, then no, they won't. I mean, the last time we played was a 2-2 draw.
Okay, I got a question for you. If Aberdeen do win the league, how much of an achievement is this?
I guess obviously they win the title, so yeah, it's a big achievement.
Yeah, because the last time a Scottish team won the league, besides Celtic or Rangers, was I think 1980s. I forgot exactly where in the 1980s, but it was the 1980s.
By Aberdeen, by Sir Alex.
Sir Alex Ferguson, man. Sir Alex Ferguson. Aberdeen, man. We're all Aberdeen fans, man. I want Aberdeen to win this league and to show that Celtic, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
But they're still unbeaten in the league. They beat Rangers, man. They beat Rangers. And they did get a draw against Celtic, I'm pretty sure, early in the season. Where did they get the draw? 2-2 draw on the road. I'm just saying, man. They're level on points with Celtic as well. They can't do this, man.
Yeah.
For Rangers, man. How are they already 9 points behind? It's disgraceful. That's actually sad. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here, man. Actually, I want to look. Actually, I want to do. You know what? Let me look at Liga Portugal real quick. All right, let's look at Liga Portugal, then we'll look at Turkey, and then I think we'll wrap it up. Standing. So Sporting still top, unbeaten, perfect. I mean, can Sporting still win the league without Ruben Amorim, or you think that they're going to struggle without Ruben Amorim?
No, Porto will win it. Forza Porto.
Ooh, you think Porto will win? Okay, Porto have been good so far this season. Benfica are also in contention, although Benfica are 8 points behind. Yeah. So maybe Benfica's looking bad. Then for the Turkish league, man. And by the way, the Turkish league was crazy. Did you see Jose
Fenerbahce.
Mourinho on the sideline? Got a big win, 3-2 on the road. That's a big win.
Yeah.
Amazing win for them.
Oh, they're still behind. How about
5 points behind. Galatasaray unbeaten. Anyways, I think is there any other leagues we should look at? I think that's enough for today. For today. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna have one more weekend recap before the international break, and then we're gonna have a little break, and then I'll probably do my own video for the month of November. And yeah, I'll see you guys there, man. So let me read some of you guys' final comments. PSG finished club. Hopefully they get relegated to amateur and they go bankrupt. Unfortunately, that will not happen, but I wish it does happen. We'll be there. We'll be there if that happens.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys did enjoy, remember guys to like and subscribe. Let me see how many likes we're on for today's stream. We're currently on, let's see, currently on 11 likes. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I gotta say. So if you guys did enjoy, you guys like and subscribe, and peace out.